You're on the front porch. You're on the front porch. You're on the front porch.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and on the other side of the glass is Jared Bro on this Movie Monday, May 18th, 2026. And we are winding down Taurus season, and I'm so happy to see it preparing to be on its way. But good morning, good morning, and good morning. Grab yourself a comfortable chair, a mug, or a tumbler of your favorite frosty or steamy adult beverage. Mind your manners. Say good morning and give us a call, 504-582-9422, and tell us how your weekend was. But remember, we are on the historic campus of Xavier University of Louisiana, located at the foot of the overpass on Norman C. Francis Parkway. So you can join us via Facebook, YouTube, Instagram Live, and of course contribute to the conversation. I hope that y'all had a really good weekend. I definitely can say that I had a really fun weekend. We'll get into the weeds of what all went on, but it was really fun. I had a wonderful time. I was glad to see all the people that I was able to catch up with, and also make sure that I'm still in touch with good people. So yeah, definitely had a wonderful time, and I hope you all did the same. And I got an eager caller wanting to start off the show with me this morning. 504-582-9422. Hello, Elwin.
Good morning, Kim, and how are you doing today?
I am doing wonderfully today. How about you?
I am doing fantastic.
That's good. You sound like yourself.
Well, that's good because I had enough sleep.
You had a lot of sleep. I bet. How we heard you last week, you sounded like you needed a lot of sleep. So I'm glad you got it.
Clarence Carter passed away.
Yes. At 90, was it? Was he 90 or like 91?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard.
Um,
I heard.
when did he pass away? He's from Alabama, isn't he?
I Now I have no idea of his details. I know I be stroking, and that's about it. But yes, he died at the age of 90. He was in hospice in Atlanta, and so he had complications from pneumonia and stage 4 prostate cancer. And yes, he was born
Oh,
in Montgomery, Alabama.
Montgomery, Alabama.
Yes.
Is that where Martin Luther King marched at? Montgomery.
Montgomery was multiple places that he went. He went to Selma, Alabama as well. Remember going over the Pettus Bridge? Yeah, he went a lot of places in
Okay,
Alabama.
wasn't that the place? Didn't Governor Wallace
Governor
was the governor
Wallace,
then?
the white guy who was awful, George Wallace.
Yeah, the one who got shot in the back and apologized to black people when he got shot in the back.
Well, I mean, it seems that some people don't know how to take low, or at least value and also validate when other people are telling them that they are out of pocket and wrong.
And wasn't he the one that uh, beat the people with the hose pipe?
Uh, he said a lot. I mean, I don't really know all of the things that he did, but he did enough. I know that he had a lot of um
Criminal activity.
not just that, just being a bad person, right? So he stood in the doorway at the University of Alabama to block two African American students from enrolling into school, even though the government had already ruled that segregation was illegal. Then he ran for president. I don't know if you know that or knew that in
Mm-hmm.
68, but then in 72, while he was running for president, he was shot that left him paralyzed. So,
God don't like ugly, do he?
well,
God looks
he
for
don't have
eye,
no
but he
use
sees.
for it either.
Oh no. I mean, when you got stuff like that going on, like that, the way he did, I mean, hey, I can't say. What I can say is this: I hope he met his maker, and I hope he went where he's supposed to go, straight down there where the devil's uh, fork is.
Okay.
I, so, he, in other words, he got what he deserved.
Okay. I know that things that go out will be dealt with, and I don't get into the judgment of things, even though I I have feelings about stuff, but that ain't up to me. That's between them and the one they got to deal with.
Yeah, but also it's continue to go on with this governor we got, and continue to go on with this president that we got.
But not for
So,
long, Elwin, because the people didn't had enough.
oh yes, I had enough of it too.
Good. Make sure you show up.
Believe
Did
me,
you
I
vote
was
this
treated.
weekend?
Believe me, I was treated bad in the '70s.
Did you vote this weekend?
I couldn't vote. I had no transportation. RTH couldn't
Now
come
that's
pick me
not
up.
no reason, because you could have called somebody on the porch and they would have brought you, Elwin.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
let's say it this way. I didn't like. I'm gonna vote in June. I'm gonna vote in June.
In June for what exactly?
The the big race they're supposed to have Trump
That's the
and
midterms in November.
well, yeah, midterms.
Elwin,
Well,
Elwin,
yes,
Elwin.
yes.
We don't do that here. We go and we vote. I appreciate you telling the
Well,
truth about it, but we don't sleep that.
okay. Well, one thing about it, I'm gonna vote in June. I'm gonna vote in June for sure.
Every time there's an option to vote, show up.
Okay,
All right?
I appreciate it.
There you go.
Thank you,
You're
thank you,
welcome.
Kim.
You're welcome, Elwin. All right, boo. I gotta take this other line. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good talking to you. I
Well, keep
always enjoy
listening. It's
talking to
moving
you.
Monday, okay?
Okay, I mean, let me take a guess at it before you play it.
Go
The
for it.
fish that saved Pittsburgh.
Say again.
The fish that saved Pittsburgh.
Okay, well let's go with that. Is it the fish that saved Pittsburgh? Well, no, that's a no. All righty. You good? You want to try for the theme?
Uh, WBOK.
Is it WBOK? Well, there you go. You've had your two guesses, and of course, you'll be able to take additional guesses a little later on in the show. But I gotta get to this other line, okay?
Okay.
All
Have a
right.
great
Talk to
day.
you later. Bye.
Bye.
T-Bone, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Miss Kimber. How you doing
I'm
this morning?
doing.
I hope y'all had a good weekend.
I did, and I'm glad to hear your voice. How was your weekend?
It was all right. Short as usual.
Mm-hmm. I
But
understand.
I think I'm gonna go ahead on and get my son to apply by that coffee shop that we ran into each other by. Good.
Yes.
I want to well, two things. Let me drop a little bit of knowledge to add to what y'all was talking about.
All right.
Clarence Carter not only did Stroking, but he did another song that really used to touch me right after my dad died, called Patches.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And any son that had to step up in his father's shoes can definitely relate to that song. It was a real sad song, but it's a true song. And unfortunately, there's a lot of black men that's had to do that over the years. If your board person can go ahead and find that number, I think a lot of people remember that one, called Patches.
Patches. Clarence Carter, Jared. Can you pull that one up and we'll play that coming back from the break?
Yeah.
That's
But that blind man, he said he talked some trash on some of his songs.
Oh yes, he
Boy,
did. That I like.
it
That's
tripped me
ballroom
out when I
music.
found out he was blind. I was like, wait, he's blind? He talked
Listen,
more trash than Jill Scott on some of his songs there, boy.
They asked him how he feel. He said with both his hands and as often as he can.
He definitely didn't have no trouble talking like that on them songs, boy. Ooh. Anyway,
Yes,
but
indeed.
I wanted to also bring up the fact that if we pull together and vote, and this is what they're really scared of, going all the way up to Trump. They are scared of 3 generations, count them, 3 generations of black folks coming out to vote. Because you know why? The last time they did, he got beaten by a black man, by
Uh-huh.
Obama. The people that's walking with 3 legs and 2 generations walking with 2 legs.
Uh-huh.
That's what he's really afraid of. That's why they started those voter restrictions. That's why they want to check everybody. And they say, oh, they ain't voted in all these times. If they have the right to vote, damn it, everybody should go out and vote.
Yep. And it shouldn't have to take the threat of
No.
danger to get you out there. But whatever it took for people to turn up and turn out, I don't care. I'm glad job well done. I don't have that complaint to have this week.
Oh, I definitely gonna make it my business to go along with the other folks that's stepping in front to get Landry out there because he's ridiculous. He's ridiculous. I want one person who voted for him to come on this broadcast or any other broadcast on BOK and tell me what has he done since he's been in office that has benefited you in the state of Louisiana. You can't, because there isn't any. He started with ideology in schools. He started with trying to usurp budget for New Orleans. He started trying to take elected officials out. He's been after the DA's office. He's been after clerk of court. People act like this just started. No, he's been made it his business to nose in our business. Yes, you're the governor of this state, but we don't need you in our business.
Never have. But New Orleans has always been the jewel.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And I want people to examine this, okay? I know most of you probably never been to Las Vegas, Nevada, but Nevada has done the same thing, okay? Las Vegas is the moneymaker for Nevada, right?
Mm-hmm.
Reno is their capital. Now, do you ever hear anybody talking about going to Reno when they go to Nevada?
No,
Really?
everybody's going to Las Vegas.
It's the same thing down here, y'all. Like George Lopez said with them bar-ass hot dogs, it's the same thing. It's the same hot dog.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same hot dog, y'all. So wake up, continue to be woke. That's right. I'm taking back the term. Wake up. Continue to be woke. Go vote. And at the same time, look up George Wallace. He is a good prime example of history repeating itself.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want this man to turn into another George Wallace? Look him up. Trust me on this. You don't want that. And I love my family here, my extended family here. But I got to be honest with you. If those color and white only signs come out, I'm done with this place. And majority of you ought to be. But see, that's the thing. They want us to leave.
Right. And that shouldn't be our first recourse to hitting back. But I understand. The goal is to wear you down. The goal is to make you tired. And we can't get tired.
Yeah. And that's the thing. But see, if you stay, then you have to know you're either going to have to defend yourself or comply with it. And I'm sorry. In this day and age, I'm going to say it like this, as clean as I can for y'all, because I don't want y'all to get fined. We ain't them N-words.
Right, we're not.
We ain't them N-words.
We're not.
And if you're going to start with us, you're going to find out. There's this comedian named Godfrey. He does this little skit. He says, leave black people alone. And every time he shows it, is somebody being racist towards a black person, trying to rise up and just walk up to them and smack them or try to start a fight with them because they think once they get into a fight with them, either they just going to whip our butt flat out or they're going to cry to the police and get us arrested. And every single time, it don't go good for them.
You are absolutely right.
Black
Leave us
people
alone. Leave us alone. All right, T-Bone,
Yes.
we got to take this break, boo.
All right, y'all. Take it easy. Have a good day.
All right, have a good one. You listen to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long.
Trying to grow your business or increase traffic to your location? We can help. WBOK 1230 AM has a number of solutions that will meet your individual needs. Give one of our consultants a call today at 504-582-9420 or email us at info@wbok1230.com. And remember, an investment with WBOK is an investment in our community. Call today.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Elizabeth Kubel, and here are today's headlines for you. This morning, Chelsea Napoleon, Mayor Helena Moreno, and other city leaders will be in court for a hearing in a lawsuit stemming from the clerk of court controversy. Napoleon is suing the city after being removed from the clerk position and replaced by an interim clerk. Remember, City Council voted to appoint an interim clerk of court and hold a special election for that position after a new law consolidating civil and criminal district courts took effect, eliminating Calvin Duncan's seat. Today's hearing is at 9 a.m. Today, family and friends will hold a vigil for the Sophie B. Wright graduate who was killed last week. Ferdinand Woolens was shot early Friday morning. His school released a statement saying that Ferdinand was an honors student who had received many scholarships and had a bright future ahead of him. A vigil will be at 5:30 on the lakefront, and you are asked to wear red and black. And happening tonight in Holly Grove, Councilmember Amy McCarran will host a Light the Night community walk. The focus here is on identifying streetlights that have been out for a long time and highlighting areas where more lighting would improve public safety. The walk begins at the New Orleans Job Corps Center on Airline Highway at 6:30 p.m. And that is a look for you at today's headlines. I'm Elizabeth Kubel for WBOK. Have a great day, everyone.
You've got responsibilities, but that doesn't mean your dreams are on hold. At Southern University at New Orleans, our evening and weekend college is designed with your life in mind. Finish your degree, start a new one, on your time, your degree, your schedule. No excuses, just opportunity. Visit suno.edu and make your next move today.
Greetings and salutations. I am Edward B. Coulon Smith, chairman of the board of the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. We'd like to invite you to tune in every Wednesday at 12 noon on WBOK to listen in on Black to Business and be a part of the movement that's going on. Thank you.
Interest rates and inflation are out of control. Is your credit card debt also out of control? It's time to resolve your debt and take back control for a lot less than what you owe. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, then you need to call us right now. Debt Fix Pros can significantly reduce the amount you owe, and you could be debt-free faster than you think.
I knew we had to do something. Our debt was growing.
It was getting out of control, and we just didn't know what to do.
We saw an ad for Debt Fix Pros. We called, and they showed us how fast they could get us out of debt.
It really was amazing, and now we're back in control.
Call now, and we'll show you how easy it is to fix your debt. The call and consultation are free. Call Debt Fix Pros right now at 800-311-5977. That's 800-311-5977. 800-311-5977.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
I was born and raised down in Alabama.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and on the other side of the glass is Jared on this movie Monday, and per T-Bone's request, Patches. Yes, I remember that song, and it actually had me in my feelings a little bit because you know how I miss my daddy. But I hope you all are still having a wonderful start to your Monday. 504-582-9422. Good morning, Pop Jones. Hello. Pop. Pop. Call us back, Pop. Good morning, Pam.
Good morning, baby. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, I'm wonderful, Kimber.
Good.
We had so much fun Friday.
You did? Where'd you go? What'd you do?
Okay. So I surprised honey. Remember I told you I was going to surprise her.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing we did was went to 1442 Perrier Street.
Okay.
I believe, to do our, to sign the
Alrighty.
petition.
Yes.
That was number one. From there, we went to, wow.
Yay! I'm glad you made it.
Yeah, I met Miss D. We took picture, and oh girl, the food. Oh my God, can't believe you ain't never lie. Oh, it was so fantastic.
Which one did you have?
Me and Honey, we had the turkey leg, but we haven't put the glaze on the side because we got to watch our sugar levels. And it's the turkey so tender. You pick up the bone, you can slide the meat all the way off the bone.
Yep.
You can just take you a pinch here and there. You don't have to cut it. You don't have to saw it. You don't have to do nothing but look at it and looks at you and just smiles and just falls off. Oh, my gosh. And I had the fried okra on the side and a Caesar salad. Honey had, and we had the barbecue shrimp that we shared. Oh, my God. The barbecue shrimp. The shrimp are so big.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. And he had that, and he had the, what did Honey have? Okay, we had the barbecue shrimp. We both had the turkey legs. I had the Caesar salad and the fried okra. And I can't remember right now, come to me, what the other thing that he had. But the ambiance is so beautiful. Kimber, I know this is going to sound a little crazy, but I am. Okay, anytime you can go into a restroom, it's so fresh, so beautiful, so gorgeous. It matches all the decor of the whole restaurant. And when you have napkins with the W on it, and the napkins are so thick that you can wipe your hands after you wash your hands. You can wipe your hands and you still got napkin left? Girl, Oh.
The details matter, huh?
Man, I was so impressed. And everybody kept coming back to you, not just your main waitress. Everybody was checking on you.
Yes. The staff was wonderful when I went. Did you meet Miss Danita? I think her name is Danita.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And everybody was calling her Miss D. I said, when I first got there, I said, it's Miss D. I need to meet her. I said, because Kimber sent me from WBOK. And when I told her that, she had the biggest smile. She said, oh, Kimber. Yeah, I said, yeah, Kimber. And she was so sweet. We took a picture with her and everything. I'll show you when I swing by that way, because I don't know how to do it on the,
That's okay. That's all right.
But everyone was so, from the time you walk in to the time you leave, and I'm like, man, is somebody sitting in the back of my car that done traveled with me from the restaurant? We felt so good. And so after that, we went to the Trails They Blaze so we could kind of walk down our food and see our history. And it was like we fell in love all over again. We was holding hands and stuff. Oh, girl.
Oh, that is so amazing.
Wonderful. It was just wonderful. And Kimber, we're talking about already. Can't wait to get back there. Yeah, I know, babe, huh? When we going to go back? Let's start planning on next week. I said, okay.
Well, I'll have to give you some new spots because I got to get out a little bit this weekend. But yesterday, I promise you, I was in the bed most of the day.
I bet you were, because did you go out there to the lakefront?
I did not go to the lakefront. I had some
Okay.
other things going on Saturday. Saturday is a pretty busy day for the entire family. And in addition to that, Kamara had been out of town, so he was just coming back.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
we run on the weekends. I got more to talk about when it comes to that because CJ is playing again. So we're up to, I think, 5 gigs consistently per week.
Oh my goodness! Now he does it at Vaughn's on Tuesdays and
He's
Thursday
on
nights.
Tuesday tomorrow night. I gotta find out where he's playing at tonight. But then Friday he plays at Crescent City Brew House, and then on Saturday at DBA, and then on Sunday at a church.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna try to hit one of those Tuesday nights, and he normally starts at what, 6 to 10?
On Tuesday they don't start until 10. On Friday,
until 10.
yeah. On Friday they start at 6.
Okay, because I had told Honey after we had left the Trails They Blaze, I said, well, baby, I said, CJ's playing tonight. I said, you feel like going? I looked at his stomach, he looked at mine, he said, babe, look at us. I said, I know, right? I said, we're going to have to catch CJ on the next flight. How much are the tickets to get in, sweetheart?
Let me check with him. Tonight, I think usually, I mean, not tonight, on Tuesdays, I think it's somewhere between $5 and $10 maybe. It's not very expensive, but I'll find out about the brew house and all those other places, and then I'll let y'all know.
Okay, and yes, we did go and vote. Saturday morning, I was up at 7 o'clock. They was opening the doors, and I know 2 of the ladies. Miss Janet, she works over there where I vote. And, honey, she saw me, and we hugged and everything, and I was like the first one there besides the workers.
I love it.
I was like tapping on the window, open.
You recreating the Mervin's commercial?
Was that Macy's or Mervin's?
That was Mervin's.
It was Mervin's?
Yes, MERVYNS. I remember Mervin's very well.
Yeah, me too, because when I lived in California, that used to be one of my frequent places to go. But I had to fill you in on all the stuff I did, and my heart is really light and excited. And guess what I'm getting ready to go do with 2 of my girls?
Y'all going walking?
No,
we're
going to the Now, my daughter's massage boutique on Girard. So we have our appointment set, us 3, for 11 o'clock. We'll be down there getting rubbed down.
I love that. I love that for y'all. Y'all make sure y'all have a good relaxing time. You know what? I'm going to have to put that in my line since the group chat, because they're trying to plan our summer out right now. And they're talking about activities, but ain't nobody said nothing about no spa days. So I'm going to drop that in there.
Please do, baby. And remember, it's my daughter's place right there on Girard, across the street from Rouse's and stuff. And
what's the name of it?
It's called The Now, N-O-W, The N-O-W.
The Now.
The Now.
Can you leave that with Jared?
Sure.
All right, because I'm
all right,
not going to
baby.
remember that. But yeah, leave that with Jared.
Yeah, so you guys will love it, and the ambiance is wonderful, Kimber. I'm not saying it because it's my child. I'm saying it because if it was somebody else's, this is the spot to go to. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it.
Well, I'm going to have to put that on my to-do list for the summer.
All right, baby. I'll hold on for my boys.
All right. Thank you so much. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Good morning, Pop Jones.
Good morning, Kim.
How are you today?
I'm doing fine. I guess when you get old, you're always doing something. After waiting all that time, maybe it was just the way I was holding my phone.
Maybe so.
I was trying to talk to you, and but it looked like you had another wonderful weekend, huh?
I did, and I haven't even gotten into all the things that I did this weekend, but I did have a wonderful weekend. But you know what feels the greatest, Pop? I don't have no kids in school.
What? Oh, okay.
That feels amazing.
Oh, okay. That's a good thing.
Yes, sir.
First, I'd like to congratulate someone. I know at first you don't succeed. Try and try again. Stephanie Bridges.
Okay.
The Queen and I would like to congratulate her. A good person, a community activist, always willing to help people, giving service free. And I was so glad to see her get in.
Say that again.
I was so glad to see her win the position.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah, But I wanted to ask this question, Kim.
Yes, sir.
The way it appears, if you run for office, it looks like they're trying to do this all over the country.
Yes.
If you run for office and win the position, and you can spend all the money that you have or you can raise, all they got to do is eliminate the position and make you run again and put somebody against you and give them all the money, and you can't get back in. Is that what's going on?
So it's a case of if they can't beat you, then they're going to destroy everything about the game, even though they set up the rules. That's what we have going on. You know, like, you ever play basketball with somebody and then they lose and they say they're going to take their ball and go home? That's what they're trying to do right now.
Of course.
Yeah.
So this gonna go on all over the country.
Yes, sir. And if they see that it works, of course they're gonna try it again.
So that's why I always go back to the vote. People try to minimize why you don't vote. But see what you get. You get these kind of people. These people are ruthless, Kemp.
They are, and they're ruthless, or being even more so ruthless because they recognize what it is that we have discovered about how awful they are. We knew it, like innately, we knew it. But as we have had, when they said, you know, oh, you don't have the education, so therefore you can't challenge us. So what did we do? We went to get the education they said that we needed to have, and now we're challenging you with the information that you said we needed to know. And now that we know it, it's no more obstacle for us. So then just destroy it all, kick it all over, because y'all are leveraging things, even though we are doing everything we can to impede your progress.
But Kim, I can always say this. I don't know what's in a person's heart. I'm not a mind reader. But I know some good people, even right now, of other races that are good people, and that have shown me some kindness, and I've shown them kindness in return. So I know it's a small amount, you know, it's not that many that's like that. But there are some good people. Like I heard it said, there's some good people in all races. Would you agree with that?
People are people.
Okay.
And I can't judge your heart, because to me that requires a certain kind of magic that I don't have. But based on your actions, if you do bad things, I tend to consider you a bad person. It's if you do bad things consistently, you know what I'm saying? If your track record, this is really mathematical for me. So you know when they say 5 out of 10, right? That means if you have a group, a room with 10 people and 5 people do bad things, that doesn't mean everybody does it. You just need to be careful. But that also, when you blend those 5 into 100, you might pick up on one of those 5 bad people. But if 6 or 7 out of 10 do something, then yeah, I'm looking at the group and saying something wrong with y'all.
Oh, there's something wrong with the whole.
Yeah.
The whole group.
Yeah.
Whole shebang.
So I don't know that it's a 70% of white people that are bad. Because honestly, I only have 3 white friends.
Okay.
Yeah, 3. I know a few white people, but none other than those 3 white women can I consider friends. Because I told you before, you got to show and prove.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So that's why I could put them in a small bag myself. Because I have some in my neighborhood walk by, you don't even tell you good morning.
Yeah.
So I understand exactly what you mean.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, Pop, I got to take this break. We're a little over,
Well,
but I
all
did
right,
want to hear what
Kim,
you had to say.
You keep on sawing, Kim.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. Talk
to
to
you
soon.
later.
All righty. You're listening to The Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long.
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
Muggy and warm with daily rain chances this week. For today, mostly cloudy, highs 85 to 88. A spotty shower is possible as we get to the afternoon. Most of us, though, may end up staying dry. Then for tonight, lows fall 72 to 78. For your Tuesday, another mostly cloudy day with highs 85 to 88. Another chance of a spotty shower. Rain chances ramp up Wednesday into the weekend. From the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
Late nights are made for chillin', and you can do just that every Sunday night at 10 p.m. as DJ Wick brings you The Love Zone. It's the perfect way to top off your weekend with your favorite old and new school ballads. So sit back, relax, and let DJ Wick take you to the Love Zone on WBOK and on the World Wide Web at WBOK1230.com.
City Park is where to go when you don't know where to go. Turn towards the city center and start walking. Before long, you'll end up where you belong, at the heart of the city, New Orleans City Park. Stroll along the reeded marsh, wander through the sculpture garden, rest and recharge beneath ancient oak trees. This is where your spirit goes to grow. It's in our nature to yearn for nature. NewOrleansCityPark.org, heart of the city.
Well, Saints of God, this is Pastor David Impartan Sr. coming to you over the airways of WBOK, your favorite host of Change Your Water, Change Your Mind. Want to invite you to our show every Saturday from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m. That's Change Your Water, Change Your Mind. Want you to invite your family and friends to a broadcast that's designed to change your life, the way you think, the way you act, and what you eat. We want you to tune in every Saturday at 1 o'clock, WBOK, 1230 a.m. See you on Saturday.
This is The Law and Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton. Comparing the cost of will, successions, and trusts.
A will might only be a few $100s, but your family could end up paying more in legal fees.
Trust costs more upfront, but saves time, stress, and potentially thousands.
Think of it as paying a little now to avoid a big bill later. Smart planning means big savings for your family. This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and on the other side of the glass is Jared. It is Moving Monday, and of course, we'll be getting to that pretty soon. I want to say good morning to our good people in the chat. Good morning to Gracie Brown. Hey, Gracie. Good morning, DiCaprio. Good morning to Charles Ferguson. Good morning, Monty Slinger. Good morning to Big Girl Mackie. What you ate for breakfast today? Good morning to Mark Joseph. Good morning to Lori Weber. Good morning, Sean Gill. Good morning, Joshua Edmond. Josh, I didn't post any hype stuff this week. You noticed? Good morning to Jackie Wilmore. And good morning to Miss Anita. I hope y'all are doing well. We're going to go straight to the phone lines, 504-582-9422. Good morning, Jason. Hello.
Good morning, Kimber.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great, Kimber. I got to give it to you. I loved your answer. Just now talking with Pops, it made me pick up the phone and call.
Okay.
Perfect answer.
Okay.
I got a lot of respect and love for Pops. But if people see it different, the answer you gave with the percentages and the 70% with the 10%, right on point.
Well, thank
you. I got to give it to you because I think a lot of people see this thing different. And it's one particular group that can judge an entire group from one person, but nobody can do that to them. You know, I listened to a guy named Ty Tariq, and he said something that made a lot of sense. He said, this one particular group know how to stay on code. We as black folks don't do that. So as I'm looking at videos from Tennessee and Louisiana with the gerrymandering, I'm on social media, and I'm seeing people saying, but these the same people we invited to the cookout.
Child, listen. Now you
but
talking
we
my
fail to realize those people stay on code.
Yeah.
We don't. That's why I love the answer you gave, Pops.
So while I have you on the phone, I want you to hear
because it's time for us to start seeing them for who they are.
Yeah,
Great answer,
absolutely. Absolutely. But listen to me real quick, because this is the statistics that I need people when we have these kumbaya and welcome into the family. In 2024, the number or the percentage of white men that voted for Donald Trump was 59%. All right. White women, 53%. Black men, 24%. Black women, 9%. Latino men, 47%. And Latino women, 38%. Now, it leaves off Asian and Palestinian or Muslim Americans, but they need to be brought into the fold to have that conversation too, because they're real anti-black. But when you talk about us being on code, the first thing we have to do is identify as the same thing, which is black. Not extra black, not special black, not light-skinned black, not dark-skinned black, not educated black, not uneducated black. If we could get to the point that we just regular black together, we'll go a long way. We'll go a real long way. I lost you, Jason? I guess he tapped out. Good morning, Alicia.
Good morning. Good morning, Kimber. Can you hear me?
I can hear you well. How are you today?
I am doing awesome. I really am. And the first thing I want to say is that you are doing a dynamic job in hosting.
Thank you.
And I really, really appreciate, just as the other brother said, your response to, what Pops had to say. My heart right now, as an African American woman is so full. And the desire of that fullness is that we all would come together, because we have been so divided, as a whole. And what our focus really needs to be on is, of course, what is happening, because what is happening is monumental. And I was talking with someone yesterday and asking them, they were talking about voting. I said, fantastic, did you all sign, the petition? And she said, oh, yes, I did. I signed it online. I said, no, ma'am. Online is a no-no. There's a whole bunch going on out there, and we want to make sure that we're following what is the legal process. I said there are sites that have been listed. So I just wanted to say, that I encouraged her. I said, no, go to the sites that are listed. Do not focus on online. I said, because anybody could possibly go online and sign your name or do whatever they want. That is not going to fly. But with everything that's going on, I really feel very hopeful. First of all, our hope and our trust has to rely on God. Now, not only that, but if your hope and your trust is relying on God, make sure your actions are lining up too. Martin Luther King once said this, that it is impossible for man to think that God will do all things while he does nothing. So we have to cooperate. And what that means is we've got to get out there and take action because of our belief system. If you and I believe something, Kimber, guess what? If we believe it, then our actions are going to line up too. Yes. So I just wanted to get on for a minute. And the brother that answered the phone, he was very gracious too. He said, "Hold on, no, I'm going to connect you with her." I was like, I just wanted to ask a quick question, but I just had to also say that I believe that we are going to be triumphant, and the reason why I'm saying that is this: when it comes to black and white, there really are no pure whites. Okay. And what I'm saying is there are too many mixtures, okay? However, what people are looking at when it comes to racism is based upon the color of your skin. But what some of them are ignorant to is that they're mixed with us too. And the reason why I want to say that is
come from us.
Kimber, don't you make me, girl, don't you make me run around my house
They
right
come
now.
from us. And this is the thing that I want to repeat that Miss Dottie said on last Thursday. She said she showed me a piece of paper that was white. You picked up a piece of paper like printer paper, copy paper. That's white. And these people call themselves white, and they be every shade but white. They get mad, they turn red. They sick, they turn green. They cold, they are blue. They scared, they turn yellow. And when they die, they turn what? Black. So y'all are the most colored.
Huh, Kimber?
Huh?
From whence they came.
Yes,
they return back.
You return back. And they like to quote the Bible a lot. Don't you return from where you came from? And before you turn to dust, you turn black. So, get out of my face with the foolishness. Y'all turn every color in the crayon box.
Come on. Absolutely. And you're exactly right. And I sure appreciate you sharing that with me, because what I was about to share with you is that everything began in Africa. Humanity began in Africa. And they will say it. They will say it. So, because of that, and I'm not going to keep you on here very long, because of that, let me share this with you. If everything began in Africa, and it did, all man, as you just said, they came from us. And if you think about it, Kimber, we are really the only culture that embraces everybody.
Hello? And we got to work on
Come
that
on.
too. We got to work on that too. And I got to take this break. Thank you. I appreciate you so
Kimber,
much
what
for
was
listening.
The name of the restaurant? What was the name of the restaurant that you
Wow.
referred
It's called Wild Turkey Nola.
Wild Turkey Nola.
Yes,
Thank you, sis.
It's in the where the Ugly Dog Saloon used to be, but it's beautiful in there. And ask for Miss Danita.
Thank you.
All righty. Have
God
a
bless
good
you,
one.
sis.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you. I
Okay.
appreciate that. Y'all, we done talked over the breaks. We've been having a good time this morning, but we got to take this break. You're listening to the Front Porch here on WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
You're on the front porch. You're on the front porch. From the campus of Xavier University, WBOK Go and Equity Media Station.
I'm Misty Jordan with BIN News Now. Eric Trump, President Trump's son, says he's suing MS Now and one of its hosts. In a post on X, he wrote, "I intend to sue Jen Psaki and MS Now over what Eric says was a false report that aired on MS Now, alleging he sits on the board of a company trying to do business in China." A sleep expert, Brian Chin, explains why lowering the bedroom temperature overnight will increase the chances of a good night's sleep.
When your body is hot at nighttime, it doesn't sleep well. And your body's core body temperature is supposed to drop down to its minimum during your sleep.
He says it's best to avoid caffeine and sugary foods close to bedtime because both can increase body temperature. And the Los Angeles Sparks will honor Basketball Hall of Famer Lisa Leslie with a statue outside Crypto.com Arena. Get BIN News now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
You're on the front porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and on the other side of the glass is Jared. And I know we've been having a good time this morning, and I want us to continue to have a good time. But there's something in particular that I need you all to be aware of, and I asked for Tamasha to call us and give us some information about what's going on in healthcare. And I'm just gonna go straight to the lines. Good morning, Tamasha. How you doing?
Hey.
Can you hear me? You're going in and out. I'm not sure.
I'm sorry. Hear me now?
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you now. I'm gonna just leave the floor open. You tell us what we need to know.
So we're the one of the several CBOs across the state that is experiencing termination of HIV prevention materials contracts. Termination ordered by your Secretary of Health Department, Bruce Greenstein. We got termination contracts. I'm sorry, we got termination letters a couple of weeks ago, and these contracts was in June 30th, 2026, which is around the corner. Mm-hmm. Now, what prevention materials is when you see the condoms in the barber shops, beauty salons, trap houses, community centers, clinics, just all throughout, the collaborative partners that we collaborate with, even your universities, things of that nature. That is what prevention materials is. Also, when you see the providers out during health fairs and community events, distributing the free, all of it's free to everybody, the free materials, including condoms, literature about HIV, STDs, Narcan, PrEP, all of those things in regards to sexual health and improving services and providing access to services. That's what's included in there. And to give you an idea, that's 1,100 sites statewide that's being terminated under this termination order. What we've learned is the secretary believes, Bruce Greenstein believes that the state can provide this service directly, which still means that 1,100 sites will be terminated. However, these dollars have come from CDC. So CDC funds this service, which means CDC gives the state the funds and the state funds the CBOs. So Bruce Greenstein, now this is my opinion and this is my experience as a provider, and I oversee our HIV program with St. John. Bruce is the one that's calling this. You have the people that work under him for the HIV program, state program, but when all the layers are removed, the people will suffer. All the people that have access to these free condoms. Let me give you an example. If the state is only going to do some of the clinics that they take care of them now, which is probably 2 clinics in each region, just giving a number, how often do, for example, Black men go to the clinic or go to the doctor? That's something we advocate for too. We don't just pass out condoms. If they're not going to the doctor like we want them to, compare the amount of times that they go to the barbershop. Now, how many times does a Black man go to the barbershop?
Weekly,
right? So let's say 4 times a month. Now multiply that by 12. That's 48 times versus going to the clinic. And it might not be the clinic that the condoms are available at. So that limits or eliminates free access. And that includes to the underserved populations where you can walk in any place and say, can I have a condom? Can I have this literature? Can I have more information? As long as the partner says, cool, grab it. You don't even have to pay for a service. You just get the condom and go about your business. It's about access to help reduce the spread of HIV, STIs or STDs, and access to the other resources. Because when you're working in the HIV field, you're not only just dealing with HIV per se, you're dealing with housing, you're dealing with treatment, you're dealing with referrals, you're dealing with everything the people present to you that they're dealing with, regardless of income, race, and all of those sexual preferences and all of that. So when you cut out the service, then you cut out that access. And what you're going to see is the increase in numbers again, just HIV alone. One of the things we've seen in the HIV field, too, is the increase in HIV numbers with the Black heterosexual female. And that's why we put the condoms in the barbershop. Barbershops and beauty salons and the universities and all of the places where that the women and men, or however you identify, can have access to those resources. And it saves money economically, medically, and, whatever the state feel is going to cost to them. But when you get these federal dollars, and the state is not giving HIV, the HIV program any state funds, then why are we getting terminated? So when you terminate the services, you terminate a lot. Please understand, this is not just about condoms themselves itself. You terminate a lot of access. And what we're seeing also is Bruce is not signing contracts like he's supposed to. He's not reimbursing our invoices like he's supposed to. There's a delay. So we're very intelligent as providers to say, hey, this man must don't like HIV prevention. He's trying to eliminate it altogether, or he's trying to starve us out. You know what I'm saying? But the feds already gave you money to give to the CBOs, you know, in summary. So, you know, it's not just about us keeping jobs. It's about providing the services to the people. Everything is getting cut, you know, because they have the power and the pen and being greedy and saying you don't need it. So now we're here fighting for the needs of the people. You know, that expands even way beyond HIV services because the bullies keep cutting because they feel they can.
Right.
With no consequence. So we're not laying down, so to speak. We're trying to strategize. And it benefits Louisiana as a whole because you can't keep letting folks just cut stuff that's supposed to be available for you.
Right.
You know, your tax dollars are not just supposed to support walls and ballrooms. The government is supposed to be helping the folks. You know, that's where your tax dollars is supposed to be going to. No matter how much you want to argue and debate about it, your tax dollars ain't supposed to just sit and filter into the rich and the well-to-do. You have people in need. And that includes people of all educational levels and races or whatever, you know, whatever you want to try to debate. Hey, I've been doing HIV prevention for 30 years and count. I've been working in the community since I've been a teenager. Everybody needs help.
Yes. Yes. Now, Tamasha, before we get out of here, because I got to take this break, give the people where they can find out about HIV mobsters and the other organizations and places they can go to see about not just their sexual health, but just to see about their health in general. Where can they follow you and where can they go to get more information?
So we're on Instagram and Facebook as HIV Prevention Mobsters. Just Google us and you'll find us. But most definitely use those smartphones to Google where can I get free testing, free healthcare checks, free resources. Also use your city information numbers, 211 or 311. It helps out a lot.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for tapping in and letting the people know. And if anything updates, please don't hesitate to give us a call over here, okay?
I got you.
All right. Thank you so much. So that was Tamasha from the HIV Prevention Mobsters. They provide a lot of different sexual health, and not just sexual health, but like condoms and information to old and young people, because everybody you would think knows what to do with their parts. They don't. But yeah, be sure to look them up. And in the meantime, we got to take this break. You listen to the Front Porch here on WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
Missed a show? Want to hear that guest everyone's talking about? WBOK is now streaming on all your favorite podcast apps. Just search WBOK Media, hit download, share with a friend, and don't forget to rate your favorite shows 5 stars. Because when our voices are heard, our impact grows.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Elizabeth Kubel, and here are today's headlines for you. This morning, Chelsea Napoleon, Mayor Helena Moreno, and other city leaders will be in court for a hearing in a lawsuit stemming from the clerk of court controversy. Napoleon is suing the city after being removed from the clerk position and replaced by an interim clerk. Remember, City Council voted to appoint an interim clerk of court and hold a special election for that position after a new law consolidating civil and criminal district courts took effect, eliminating Calvin Duncan's seat. Today's hearing is at 9 a.m. Today, family and friends will hold a vigil for the Sophie B. Wright graduate who was killed last week. Ferdinand Woolens was shot early Friday morning. His school released a statement saying that Ferdinand was an honors student who had received many scholarships and had a bright future ahead of him. A vigil will be at 5:30 on the lakefront, and you are asked to wear red and black. And happening tonight in Holly Grove, Councilmember Amy McCarran will host a Light the Night community walk. The focus here is on identifying streetlights that have been out for a long time and highlighting areas where more lighting would improve public safety. The walk begins at the New Orleans Job Corps Center on Airline Highway at 6:30 p.m. And that is a look for you at today's headlines. I'm Elizabeth Kubel for WBOK. Have a great day, everyone.
Interest rates and inflation are out of control. Is your credit card debt also out of control? It's time to resolve your debt and take back control for a lot less than what you owe. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, then you need to call us right now. Debt Fix Pros can significantly reduce the amount you owe, and you could be debt-free faster than you think.
I knew we had to do something. Our debt was growing.
It was getting out of control, and we just didn't know what to do.
We saw an ad for Debt Fix Pros. We called, and they showed us how fast they could get us out of debt.
It really was amazing, and now we're back in control.
Call now, and we'll show you how easy it is to fix your debt. The call and consultation are free. Call Debt Fix Pros right now at 800-311-5977. That's 800-311-5977. 800-311-5977.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. You're on the front porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Free, and on the other side of the glass is Jared. It is Moving Monday, and we'll be getting to that for sure in the beginning of the third hour, maybe at the last segment of this hour, so we can have a running start. Because I mean, good Lord, once the conversations get started, we just be rolling through. So this weekend, and I didn't even get to tell y'all like what happened this weekend. I did a lot this weekend, but yesterday, when I tell you the covers could not cover me well enough, I was in the bed. But on Friday, two celebrations were happening for me specifically and my family. My big sister Christy, her daughter was graduating from Tulane, and with all of the different obstacles that were placed before her, she graduated. I think summa cum laude, magna cum laude, either one of the laudes, and she had a look of peace on her that really meant something to me. And we celebrated her at dinner, and baccalaureate for her was on Friday. Then later that night, I had one of my very first students who I tutored before creating my company. I tutored she and her brother, and being included in my students' celebrations, former student celebrations, whatever, for the families who keep in touch with me, that is a really significant thing for me. That they continue to let me know and keep me involved in their journeys. And so this particular student graduated from medical school, has been matched in anesthesiology, and this is the same student who used to wrestle with me on Saturday mornings because she wanted to be doing something else. So yeah, Friday in and of itself was a really good time, and I really, really enjoyed myself. Yeah, I really enjoyed myself. So that was Friday night. Of course, I made my way over to the page, I think twice this weekend. Yeah, I did, because I went Saturday and I went Friday. So after those celebrations, mind you, CJ was playing, tapped in over by Willie Mackey and Josh and all the other shenanigans. Ken, we were hanging out in the page, having whatever made up celebration for that day, and it was a really good time. And then on Saturday, everybody went to work. Everybody went to work, and then Daddy came home from out of town. So that was really cool to have the house a little quiet for a little while, because it rarely is quiet. But it was a really good weekend. If nothing else, it was a really good weekend. A lot of progress, and got to celebrate one of my classmates. She turned 50. She had a lovely party in a place that I did not know was active. It was an active place. It used to be a real popular hangout. If y'all remember Mr. C's on Morrison, it is now a comedy club. It's really nice in there. So those of you who are looking for a place to have your next event, go peek them out, because we had a time. Shout out to Lady T, who was on the mic. And yeah, it was a good time. And yesterday, I watched church online. And the only places that I went, I brought CJ to the church to play. It didn't matter how he got back home, because I wasn't getting out of my bed. That was it. I automatically get up around 3:30, 4 o'clock, just because menopause, perimenopause. But yeah, some way along a Sunday, it'd be time to take a nap or go to sleep. And I did. And it was a good time. I spent a lot of time in the bed on yesterday. It was lovely. Very lovely. Especially as we are getting ready to start winding down, the school year. I am pretty pleased with the performance of my students, and I'm pretty pleased with me, because I want to do this again next year. So maybe my feelings are changing about some things. Maybe I'm still on a high from everybody doing what they needed to do to get out to vote, and to also sign the petition to recall the midget. Yes, I know it's a bad word, but I mean it. That's in the governor's office. Because yeah, sir, go away, go away. Um, Today, there are places that you can go in New Orleans to get your to sign the petition if you have not done it so far. These are official locations. That's where you want to be verifying places before you go. But 11331 Lake Forest Boulevard. There's going to be a sign in recall signing. The lead person is Darlene Hammond, and that is out in New Orleans East. So that's 331 Lake Forest Boulevard. The lead person is Darlene Hammond. A signing will be happening today and on the 25th at 5131 St. Claude Avenue, 70117. That is the location from 10:30 to 2:30. And there's a separate line for seniors and people with disabilities. There's a separate line for those. So those of you who are not able to stand, there's a place for you to get in and get out. Then there is another location today. It's at the OK Bar, 1700 Port Street. The lead person is Valori Manguel, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Again, that is 1700 Port Street, New Orleans, Louisiana, 70117. The lead is Valori Manguel. All right. Another one today, I gave y'all 5131 St. Claude. So those are the ones that I know for sure that are in New Orleans. And they're going to put out an official list every morning to make sure that everybody is able to who wants to participate can. So there's that. But I do want to say round of applause for y'all who showed up and did what you need to do, voted those amendments down. Thank you. And I especially on the teachers one, because a lot of people were feeling like, well, why wouldn't we vote for a pay raise for teachers? That actually is going to cause more harm to teachers by getting that short-sighted bump in money. So yeah, that I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all that I don't have this feeling that I had after the gubernatorial election and then after the presidential election, because people just didn't go. But shout out to y'all. You're standing in line and making sure that we make swift moves, because it's time. Like, these people are not playing with us. And so we need to not be playing with them. And for those of you who have for a long time, taking a cruising seat, or what somebody else is going to do, or somebody else is going to take care of it for me. No, we need everybody to show up, because like it was asked of me in the beginning, like, how do I feel about other races? Show and prove. Show and prove. Now, individually, yeah, I know some pretty decent people. I actually found out somebody who was Asian, who I found out was ain't nothing. And it made me sad, because I wanted to believe in their actions. But that whole situation, like, no. Hell is where I want them to go. But anyway, yeah, that was important that you guys showed up and did your big one for real. Now, with regard to this summer, there are so many activities that I'm trying to get my mind wrapped around. I definitely am looking for additional food places to support and celebrate and let you guys know, you're doing a good job, and for y'all to go and, y'all should go and patronize, because right now the funding is ridiculous, and how they're playing with funds. We don't have time for this. We just don't have time for this. We've done way too much growing. We've done way too much learning. We've done way too much to forge ahead, to let people get in our way and then start cutting us off at the knees. But in order for that to keep from happening, everybody's got to show up and do your part. And do your part. And yeah, I feel pretty good though about the actions, for real. I feel pretty pleasant and encouraged that some of y'all done decided y'all don't want to go backwards. So I appreciate you. I do. Good morning to, hey y'all. Hey Cam, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, T Green, good morning. I don't know about that second one. And yeah, it was a proud moment. And what's making me even more proud is that we see people that don't look like us lining up to sign this recall. I love every bit of that. I still don't say we allies yet, because the only reason that a lot of y'all in the line to recall him is because he's stepping on you. But you were okay with them stepping on other people. Yeah. And that's why I can't say it's good people on both sides of that thing. Humans. I'm not going to paint everybody with the black or white good versus evil brush, because, yeah, no, show and prove. Show and prove. Show me that what it is that you're doing is going to be consistent. Show me that what you are saying is going to align with your actions. Anything outside of that, I don't really care what you're talking about. I don't. And what you are saying in order to make yourselves feel better, because your previous action was the better route to go, even though it was going to cause harm to somebody else. Yeah, you're not good people. You're just people who made poor choices, and now you're trying to save your own necks. Be it red, pink, blue, yellow, green. Because that was the one I forgot. Green. They turn green when they're sick. Yeah, I forgot that one. Anyway, 504-582-9422. Hello, Elwin.
Hey, Kim, I want to ask you one question.
Mm-hmm.
Is prostate cancer related to pneumonia?
Pneumonia?
Yeah.
That's two different sections of your body, but from the from something that you may have had, like you may have had growths or masses on different places that could possibly spread in different places, but those are completely different locations of the body. You're talking about pneumonia in your lungs, that's in your chest, and then your prostate is more close to your groin and rectum area.
Right. But I'm because I've had friends that had prostate cancer, and they have had pneumonia, also. So I'm trying to see if that's related.
Oh, you know what? You know what, Elwin?
What?
And don't quote me because I only took a couple of nursing courses. I ain't finished. I'm not going to say I'm a nurse when I ain't finished yet. So listen, when you are on chemotherapy, when you are going through chemo, the medicine is so strong that it basically shuts down your good cells and your bad. It's trying to kill the cancer, but it's also killing all of the rest of the things. Like your immune system becomes compromised because in order for in that process for it to kill the cancer, it's really making you like defenseless in your immune system. So you can get pneumonia from that standpoint, but not I don't think I don't think simultaneously. I don't think one has to do with the other, but one can set off another situation.
Okay, that was a science question I asked for today to you.
Good job, you. I appreciate it. You're expanding your knowledge base.
And thank you.
All right, now I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Kim.
Bye, Owen. Hilarious. Yeah, that was. Those are two different areas. I don't know. I mean, but I get why the question. So yeah, thanks, Elwin. You made me tap into my science again. Yeah. So that said, Josh is talking about now. Y'all see why I brought my my Chef Highway Fest outfit. Yeah, but it don't seem that that's gonna really help much. And if I have any medical professionals listening about what I just said with the cancer situation, if there's more fine tuning to my answer, by all means, please check my understanding and that I have shared, because I'm just thinking of A and P, and yeah, I don't think those things go together. One could be impacted by the other, but not quite at the same time. So yeah, help me out if I was incorrect with that. So now that this week is beginning on this Monday, I hope that the schools, the teachers, the support staff, the school nurses, the cafeteria staff, and all of the people that provide support in the schools are preparing to take some time off. I know some kids don't get out of school until June, but many of the kids, their last day will be this Friday. And so I am super, super excited to find out. To find out how you guys are preparing to close things out and what y'all gonna do with y'all kids this summer. Because I don't have no more kids that have to go to daycare or summer review or any of that. I have 3 high school graduates. And now my grandsons, I'm going to focus on them. But for real, I'm going to enjoy not having to do any of the heavy parenting right now. 504-582-9422. What's up, Mark?
Good morning, Kimber. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Very good.
I normally don't call too often.
I know.
But I was just calling this morning, right? I'm at work.
Mm-hmm.
I just left a meeting, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy who, he's a contractor here in the hospital where he works. He does a lot in the surgical department. So he came in, we do a lot of business with him. And I have a coworker. He's a young guy. He's maybe 31 years old, right?
He's a baby.
And so, so this guy, as he was leaving, he tells us, okay, you boys have a nice day. Yeah. So,
And to
you
that,
know,
you offered what? Because it's got to have been a good one.
well, you know the connotation of that word, right?
Yes.
And my coworker, even though he's a young guy, he was really offended. He said, "Man, that just don't sit right with me." You know, so I was going to approach the guy, but I decided that wasn't the right thing, because if he didn't say the right things, then that wasn't going to turn out too good, right? So my coworker, he wanted to report it, so we just went in there and we had a big meeting. Now everybody's coming from all the offices. They want to sit down and discuss and have talks and discussions and everything. And we have another big meeting in the morning. So I just was calling. Am I tripping?
No.
Am I taking this the wrong way?
No, you're not. And
You know,
especially right now, my go-to used to be assume incompetence, not malice. Not right now. Based on the stats and based on the behavior, no, you did that on purpose, and so now we got
And the climate of this country right now, and you're gonna call two black men boys? No, you know exactly what that meant. To me, that's equivalent to the N-word.
Mm-hmm.
And if I wasn't at work, that could have went a whole different kind of way.
But you don't have to, honestly. You don't have to take it another way. But you do have the right to check people where they stand, because I think the part of the reason why people continue to do that is because people don't check them when they do it right then and there, right? Because just like you was like, am I tripping? No. And also the need to excuse behavior just because they're either old or you at work. That's why they keep doing that. And Mark, I hope you're not one of these people, but I'm looking at TV right now, and this gentleman who's on TV has too much spray in on the liner in his beard. It looks crazy. I want y'all to stop doing that. I know maybe it's not you, but right in front of me, I hate it. I hate it. Stop doing that, y'all.
Kimber, I wear the gray. I love the gray, and everybody else seems to love the gray. There's no spraying on my beard at all.
Yeah, it looks terrible.
But at this point, I'm backing. You know, I'm just happy to see. You know, my coworker, he's a young guy, and he's really passionate about this. So I'm backing him the whole way on this. However you want to take it, that's how we gonna move. You understand? If you want to take this all the way to the top, and you really want to see some real consequences for those actions, I'm with you. I'm just glad to see that you're willing to take a stance.
Absolutely.
On this issue as a young black man.
Shout out to this young bull, because yes, we need it. We need reinforcement, and we need ones who are coachable, because while he wasn't sure what to do in that moment, he didn't let it slide. And this should be the year that we stop letting stuff slide.
Yeah.
All right, Mark.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you later.
Absolutely. Have a wonderful day, okay?
You too.
All right. Later. You're listening to The Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. Y'all, leave the spray alone. It's driving. It's getting on my nerves.
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
Muggy and warm with daily rain chances this week. For today, mostly cloudy, highs 85 to 88. A spotty shower is possible as we get to the afternoon. Most of us, though, may end up staying dry. Then for tonight, lows fall 72 to 78. For your Tuesday, another mostly cloudy day with highs 85 to 88. Another chance of a spotty shower. Rain chances ramp up Wednesday into the weekend. From the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
New Orleans, are you ready for a voice that says what you're thinking? Who that, you might ask? Arrington Gavin. That's right, I'm your guy, host of the Arrington Gavin Show, giving you so much filled with bold opinions, real conversations, and zero sugarcoating. We're going to be diving into the issues that matter, politics, pop culture, and all the above, unfiltered and unafraid. Catch the Arrington Gavin Show weeknights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Fridays right here on WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about.
This is The Law in Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton. Losing a loved one is tough enough. Do you really want your family dealing with court battles and paperwork on top of it?
Whether you choose a will or a trust, think ahead. Take care of your family. Let them focus on healing instead of headaches. This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and giving us a little bit of Prince is Jared on the other side of the glass. Boy, what you know about Prince? I was like 8, maybe 7, listening to like Purple Rain, the Purple Rain album, and going, there's a lot going on with just the imagery. And I had no idea, like, the full capacity of what his words meant then. But I knew it was something. So, yeah. Shout out to Prince. Rest in power. The number here is 504-582-9422. And, of course, it is Movie Monday for those of you who are listening. We do have up for grabs some things from our partners over at City Park. And, of course, we still have tickets to give away. And the number here to participate in Movie Monday is 504-582-9422. So we got that first movie clip queued up. All right. If you'd like to hear it, here it go.
I ain't your sugar. I ain't your baby. Not then, not now. And I don't want you to tell nobody you my mama.
504-582-9422 is the number here at the station. And, of course, Movie Monday, you listen to the clip, you guess the name of the movie that clip is from, and then you can risk a guess for the theme. And that's our first movie clip. So stay tuned right here on WBOK, What New Orleans is talking about all day long.
From the campus of Xavier University, WBOK Go and Equity Media Station.
I'm Misty Jordan with BIN News Now. Over the weekend, Americans protested for voting rights in Selma, Alabama. Crowds gathered Saturday at the Edmund Pettus Bridge. Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was among the thousands on hand.
There was no democracy in America until every human being born here was guaranteed and protected the right to vote.
This time, protesters were marching in opposition to Republican efforts to eliminate Democratic majority black districts across the South. The Washington State Department of Health is monitoring 2 separate hantavirus cases. 3 King County residents were potentially exposed to the same strain linked to the MV Hondias cruise ship. The second case involves a person that's not connected to the cruise ship. And a new CBS News and YouGov poll says Americans are unhappy about the state of the economy. Get BIN News now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK, What New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and Jared's on the other side of the glass getting our next movie clip because I know somebody's getting ready to tell us what that movie was. Good morning, Claude.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you today, Miss Kimber White Dupree?
I'm doing well. Well, do you have a guest on the movie for Movie Monday?
Yeah, you just got to forgive me, I'm not hearing you too good, but that was from the James Brown movie with Chadwick Boseman when Olivia Davis's mother came into the dressing room where they had a reception.
And so we need the title of the movie.
I'm sorry, I can't read.
Not quite. Not right now.
Not quite, you said?
Yeah. Do you have the name of the movie? The title of the movie?
Oh, God. Well, it's James Brown. I'm trying to Lord, oh, goodness. All I knew it was a James Brown movie.
Yeah, we need the title of the movie. Think about it and call us right back.
Okay, all right.
All
Thank
right.
you, Miss White.
It's good
All
to
right.
talk to you. All righty. Bye-bye. Hello, Josh.
Yeah, I hate to do this to dude because he was right.
I know. I couldn't give much more than that.
I know. Technicalities on his porch, boy. The movie called Get On Up.
Yes, it is. Indeed.
Feel
Get
bad
on
for
up.
dude.
You knew who it was when you heard Chadwick's voice. You can never deny his voice.
Well, honestly, I can remember the scene more than the voice because he didn't really nail the voice like he's talking about. Even though he did a good job, I just think he was not the perfect cast for that part.
You don't think? I think he did excellent.
He did a good job, but he was just too tall to play James Brown.
Now look at you being height.
I gotta say, yeah.
Look at you.
You know, but I ain't put him down while saying it. Unlike yourself, bigot.
I
So
am
I'm
not.
just saying
I am not. I am not.
Well, you say what you want to say. Then now,
And
is
I'm
what you
not
wanna
even
be
that
then.
tall. In my mind, I am.
I know
but
you're not that tall, but that what makes the bigotry even worse because you're really one of us, but you don't want to be one of us.
In my mind, I'm 6 feet.
I know. That's basically why is the core of every bigot envious. That's why they bigoted because they're envious.
Oh,
White
Lord. I'm
some
not
whites hate
envious.
blacks
I don't
because they
want
wanna be
somebody
black.
not to have their height. I just, in my mind, think I'm a part of that group. Kind of like
I
poor
know.
white people voting for rich white women.
No, you want to be associated with tall people. You don't really want to be
I
associated
don't
with who
even
you
want to be
really are.
associated with tall people. It's the
Yes, you
fact
do.
that in my mind, I am tall people.
That's why I'm trying to make you understand. That's what the association part comes in at. You want to be associated with them, but you're not. It's like racist white folks who want to be associated with blacks, but they hate blacks because they want to be black so bad. That's why they hate them.
They do.
So that's why you don't. That's why you just like sharp people. So it's cool though. It's cool. But you talking about staying up. I stood up purposely late at night on a Wednesday night just to catch him singing Darling Nikki.
Really?
Purple Rain movie. Yeah, I couldn't. I just had. I had to see him get his get back. But nobody talks about you wouldn't like Prince in that movie. He was abusive.
There was a lot of abuse going on in that movie.
No, he was putting his hands all over Apollonia though. He was abusive. Somebody should have called the police on Prince. Yeah, he hit her twice.
I feel like I can't go back and watch it right now because it's just too triggering with all the stuff that went on in the movie.
Don't watch it. That boy went all he hit her. I want to say twice in that movie.
Oh my God.
Yeah, one time I don't know if he hit her, but he just took it, push his finger in her forehead and yanked her head back like that.
Alrighty. I mean, but he was bordering abuse with that whole trying to get her clothes back on after jumping in that dirty water.
Bordering abuse? Nah, he was abusive. My man was abusive. And but you gave him a pass though. You gave him a pass.
It was the 80s, maybe because he was light skinned. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know how you did it, but I stayed up to watch that Darling Nikki, and it suckered me. Before you know it, I took it all the way to the last song, I Would Die For You. I couldn't help myself. I wanted to just stop at Darling Nikki, but man, that Morris there was just too good.
That's a lot.
And I want to say, let's be honest. The Jungle Love had beat Purple Rain that night. I don't care what they say.
Who did?
Jungle Love. No, it was the Bird. The Bird beat Purple Rain
yeah,
that night.
yeah. In the movie, yeah, it did.
In the movie, yeah,
but
that
Purple
night,
Rain was a different emotion.
Yeah, but it didn't bring me where the Bird brought me. Like when Purple Rain came, it wasn't the whole club was jumping when he saw the Bird.
It
Rain
was,
came,
but
it
I
wasn't
mean,
really
that's like comparing jump around and like if this world were mine. I mean, it's two different
feel you.
emotions.
I feel you on that, but I'm just saying, to me, time won that on the slick. The Revolution got beat. Revolution really didn't really rock until he got to the very end.
With
I
Purple
Will
Rain.
Die For You.
Purple Rain did
that's
it.
That's one of the songs I can relate. I take that one. I said Beautiful Ones and I Will Die For You. The only two.
I Will Die For You triggers me. I don't want you to die for me because you might kill me too.
Well, I don't know. Well, he'd already damn near killed her prior to that song anyway. So, person hit people with motorcycles and everything. Man, person was abusive. That was the problem, man. How you do all that in high heel shoes?
You know why he got a pass, Josh?
Why?
Because he was short and he was light skinned.
Now the height. Maybe they thought he was a little woman. How about that? Let's go stereotype. Let's go all the way. They probably thought he was a little woman.
Well, low key, that could be applied as well.
Yeah.
That could be applied as well. But hey, I just offer that as why he got a pass.
I was like, I'm about to go to bed. Then I hit that dog on station. I said, why did I do this to myself? And I was going to stop at Dollar Liquor, but I just got to hear that fat dude say, I got 3 acts. I got 4 acts. Well, I got 3 acts. I don't need 4. I just have to hear him say that. When I got him, when he says that does it for me. I got 3. I don't need 4.
I got you. Well, thank you so much for that because we're gonna get another movie.
All right.
We're gonna get another movie out there, and before we do, I want you to listen to this next clip, okay?
Okay.
All right. Talk to you later. So, in light of the good turnout for voters and the outcomes for sure, I pulled up some stuff with regard to what people in MAGA say and how they use Christianity and how actually the Bible doesn't say none of the stuff they be saying. And I have a couple of these, but we're going to go with this one. Have a listen. Because listen, y'all, I know y'all want to think I'm an atheist. I'm not. I do have discomfort with how churches are run. And once I feel the spirit in the church feel dirty to me, I go. So that's my own thing, but I'm not an unbeliever. I don't trust humans. All right, so if we got this clip, and this is not a part of Movie Monday, this is just some stuff I want y'all to hear.
All right, MAGA versus Jesus, round 12. MAGA says the Bible is against abortion, but the Bible says God breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. The Bible defines life as beginning at first breath, not conception. But you know what? In the 21st century, we shouldn't be using the Bible to determine when life begins, because the Bible isn't a scientific book. MAGA says they're canceling us. But the Bible says whoever hates correction is stupid. Hey, the Bible said it, not me. I'm just quoting scripture here, but if the shoe fits. We should always be receptive to new information, and if we discover that something we are saying or doing is causing harm to other people, then we should absolutely stop saying or doing those things that are causing harm. MAGA says we need men to be men again, but the Bible says there is neither male nor female, for you are all one in the body of Christ. Jesus didn't call for macho followers, he called for faithful ones. In fact, all other identities were to become secondary to our identity as followers of Jesus Christ. MAGA says, fake news! But Jesus says, you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. It's funny how fake news is anything that is actually factual. The truth, knowing real information, will set us free from fascism. You see, the teachings of MAGA are simply incompatible with the teachings of Jesus Christ.
There we go. So I just, we have conversations about sexuality and, y'all be trying to go at me with religion and yeah, shut up talking to me because, again, telling me ideas and concepts of things versus finding the textual support, I don't believe you. Again, trust but verify. I love y'all, but some of y'all, slim slow. Very, very slow in the fact that you look for confirmation of your bias. And I can't mess with y'all on that, right? So for everything, I have some religious people who are terrible that tend to try and go back and forth with debate with me particularly, but with no substance. Yes, show me the text. Don't put no extra on it. Read it as is and tell me if it supports that foolishness that y'all be talking about. I'm just saying. And on that, do we have our next movie clip lined up? We got the first movie clip. Shout out to Josh Claude. Be listening to this one because we got another one coming up. So make sure that you are tapped in. The number again here is 504-582-9422. Here we go.
We always gonna be brothers.
504-582-9422 is the number. So yeah, there are so many more of these clips. I'm gonna start sprinkling them throughout the broadcast, the different broadcasts, because I don't want to do like y'all do me, be beating me with Jesus and be loud and wrong. I want to allow for some information that is actual and tied to text, not implied, not inferred. Okay, I just want to make sure that everybody's on the same page. And so the number here again, 504-582-9422. So what are y'all talking about? Mark said, I remember turning that album backwards because they said if you turn it backwards, you'll hear the devil talking. I also was one of the people who put that record on the record player because I know many people that are younger than me did not have record players, but I started off with a radio record player and a cassette combo in my room. Shouts out to my parents for making sure I had that. But yeah, I too was one of the people who put the album on and ran it backwards, and it sounded really creepy. But devil worship, I don't know. That was a lot, but people be saying stuff. People be saying stuff loud and wrong. And Josh says, MAGA were the people that yelled out, crucify him and give us Barabbas. Trump is Barabbas. Is he? Yeah. No, Kimber, they don't beat you with Jesus. Yes, they do. They be beating me with Jesus. And yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you. Everybody's entitled to their own beliefs. I'm not judging you because of yours, and don't assume that you know mine. That's all. That's it. That's all. But church this weekend was good too. I watched Summer St. Peter Claver. I watched Bethany, which is my home church. I'm gonna figure out like once a month for me to actually go in the building because a lot of the people who I grew up with in church are going back. So, and that's what made church a good place for me. So I think I'm gonna slide back over there like once a month because it's just too far. Way too far. And then Household of Faith. I watched Household of Faith this weekend, yesterday as well. Yeah, church went a little long yesterday. Everybody wasn't ready to get out. I guess because no football, they had a little time to linger in the church house yesterday. But yeah, it seems like church went a little long in several churches. That's why I'm saying not just my churches, but like multiple churches held church a little while longer than usual. But it was good message nonetheless. And of course, per usual, my best friend sent me the summary from her church as well. I'm gonna probably go back to church with her too because they have good church over there. Anyway, we're waiting for a caller to let us know what the name of that movie is. Oh, and we got somebody on the line. 504-582-9422. What up, Josh?
Yeah, I think that's in WA when he found out his brother was killed. Dr. Dre.
He said NWA?
No, straight out of Compton.
Oh, straight out of Compton? There you go. I thought that was another movie. It sounded like another scene in another movie. But okay.
Nah, that when Dre yelled out and they cut scene, which by the way was a pretty good movie.
Mm-hmm.
by the way. It was done really well. It was done real well. So the thing today is musical biopic movies.
Musical biopic.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Y'all in conundrums. I mean, I was almost on it.
I don't know, but yeah. There we go. No.
Yeah.
There we go. Couldn't let you leave without it.
Damn you, budget.
Well, yeah,
All right.
is what it is. All right, later. All right, well, not quite. Not quite. And from what I remember, well, I don't know. Anyway, you got another movie clip set up. We're going to play the next one. So we have one that's still out. We did get the first two. So we got two answers. The theme wasn't quite it. It's teetering, but no. Yeah. So here's our next Movie Monday clip. If you'd like to hear it, here you go.
I don't care. Let them all hear. I'm wondering if you stop bringing us down and get back there.
Well, 504-582-9422. That's our third Movie Monday clip. And we're not doing too bad. I don't feel very sad. My teacher self feels pretty okay. You all are listening, you're participating, so shout out to y'all. Some other things that we didn't talk about or we didn't slide back to was this whole situation with Cheyenne Bryant. Have y'all been paying attention to this whole deal where this lady said she was a doctor of psychology and she's been on a few male-centered talk shows and podcasts, and only to find out this lady was not no doctor. I don't think she even had a bachelor's degree, but she's trademarked her name as Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, so that's going to forever stick. How y'all feeling about that? Because I know I don't like that. I don't like it at all. 504-582-9422. Good morning, Cam.
Good morning, everybody. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
I'm pretty good. I don't like that either, by the way. For those of us who have gone to school, worked hard, put the time in, the blood, sweat, and tears, and paying student loans to get some letters behind our name, please don't fake the funk with me.
Please.
Don't.
Please go sit down with the foolishness.
Take several seats.
And then in addition to that, what has me aggravated about it even more so, I talk about division and elitism, right? However, this is one of those things that some distinction has to be given. And now I'm going to real quickly give you some stats. Black PhD representation in 2023, there were only 1,718 Black female PhDs and only 1,007 male Black PhDs. That's a really, really refined group of people who took the time and energy to go through that. And hats off, shots out to y'all, because I think after this, the master's that I got, after I finish this nursing degree, I don't want to go back to school. I'm good.
I'm good too.
I'm good. You ain't never got to call me nothing but Kimba,
But I applaud. I'm like you. I have several friends who have gotten PhDs in the last, say, 3 to 4 years, and I applaud them. I applaud y'all all. But guess what? I'm done.
Yeah, but
I got one D behind my name, and that's all I need.
Yes, indeed. Well, you got a guess on this movie?
I really do, honey.
Right.
That's Jamie Foxx in Dreamgirls.
There you go, and there you have it. Now,
I done seen that movie 100 times.
Yes. Now, do you have?
He was talking to Effie.
Now you have a guess at the theme?
I really don't, because I thought Josh was right on. The only thing I could say, I'm not going to say biopic, but I'm going to say black. They're just black movies involving black music or black musicals. Oh, that was it?
That's why Cam is Cam
Black
JD,
musical.
Cam.
Yeah, I don't want to say biopic, but
Yeah.
yeah, just regular musical. They all involve music, and it's all involving black. You
Yes.
know.
There you go. You got it.
Yeah.
You got
All
it.
right.
Well, thank you so much, Cam.
We
I
ain't
appreciate
gonna
you.
be on the bus today,
No.
y'all.
Now, I don't know. Are you going to be here soon enough to be able to use some City Park tickets? They don't have an expiration date on them.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, I just bought a ticket. You know, I'm coming in at the very beginning of August.
Of course.
Very beginning. So, and I've already got my ticket. So yeah.
Okay. Well, you good to go.
And I'm about to send my money for my brunch ticket too. Yes, I will be there. And Pam and I are good. Pam and I done made a date. We're gonna have lunch date.
Y'all have a whole itinerary already. Look at
yeah,
y'all.
me and Pam, we gonna have lunch and stuff.
I love it. Let me know. I won't come. I like the.
Yeah.
I love a good dining experience. You know.
Yeah, we probably go Friday after the show is over.
Oh, okay. Okay.
After y'all show is over. Yeah, the Front Porch. Yeah.
For sure. So listen, I have City Putt tickets. So we're gonna put those on hold for you, okay?
Yeah, honey, because I will definitely use those. I love City Park. It is just one of my favorite places in the world to go.
For sure, for sure. So hold on for Jared. You got yourself a pair of City Putt tickets at City Park, and when you come here, yeah, for sure. We might make an extra meetup date. I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about it.
Yay! If not, I'm just gonna tell everybody I'm gonna be there, and if y'all want to see me, that's where I'm gonna be at.
Okay, cool. That sounds perfect. Hold on a second. Jared's gonna get that information from you. Well, yes, indeed. We have, of course, Labor Day weekend, the back porch, that grilling, and I and you all, our Front Porch family, made such a success last year. We back at it again. Of course, we'll be doing that, and then if the weather holds up, I'll do Covenant House again, because the last couple years, I'm telling you, it was ridiculously cold, and I don't do the cold. I can take the heat and the rain way before I take that bone-chilling cold. But yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys here in the city, and we have additional tickets to give away. So for those of you who have not won anything, this is a good time to start winning before we start doing Essence stuff. For sure. Mark said that she graduated in the same class as Dr. Pepper. Listen, I remember, and I told you guys, I got my master's right here at Xavier University. I remember all of my professors. I remember having in-depth conversations with my professors before writing papers, completing projects, and like you never forget those people. And so when you do research, it has to be verified and validated, and you get coached. But especially for people who get their PhDs, defending a dissertation, from what I hear, is the pits in terms of questioning even your sanity at some time. And yeah, we don't play about advanced degrees because people take the time to go and get them. And there is a lot of oftentimes blood, sweat, and tears that goes into it, because when you go into professional school or graduate school, you're in the thick of your life. Not everybody is able to get their master's before their real life begins. And yeah, we really do not play about getting advanced degrees, especially terminal degrees that require such work. But we're going to take this break, y'all. You listen to the Front Porch here on WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Elizabeth Kubel, and here are today's headlines for you. This morning, Chelsea Napoleon, Mayor Helena Moreno, and other city leaders will be in court for a hearing in a lawsuit stemming from the clerk of court controversy. Napoleon is suing the city after being removed from the clerk position and replaced by an interim clerk. Remember, City Council voted to appoint an interim clerk of court and hold a special election for that position after a new law consolidating civil and criminal district courts took effect, eliminating Calvin Duncan's seat. Today's hearing is at 9 a.m. Today, family and friends will hold a vigil for the Sophie B. Wright graduate who was killed last week. Ferdinand Woolens was shot early Friday morning. His school released a statement saying that Ferdinand was an honors student who had received many scholarships and had a bright future ahead of him. A vigil will be at 5:30 on the lakefront, and you are asked to wear red and black. And happening tonight in Holly Grove, Councilmember Amy McCarron will host a Light the Night community walk. The focus here is on identifying streetlights that have been out for a long time and highlighting areas where more lighting would improve public safety. The walk begins at the New Orleans Job Corps Center on Airline Highway at 6:30 p.m. And that is a look for you at today's headlines. I'm Elizabeth Kubel for WBOK. Have a great day, everyone.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal is partnering with a tech wonderland right in the middle of New York City. It's called Tomorrow, stylized as TM:RW. And it's designed to showcase the tech and innovation of the future.
Robots, dog robots, holograms, headphones, glasses, meta glasses, just, it's a beautiful place to be. And I think if you're ever in Times Square, you should definitely check it out.
In this conversation on Bloomberg, Shaq explained why he decided to throw his money behind the Times Square-based store.
Well, I always invest in things that I first believe in and, things that are going to change people's lives. This is something that, there's not really a lot of competition out there. And I know once people come inside the store, they will love what they see and they will fall in love with what they see.
Stop by and you might even see Shaq himself, or maybe even a hologram of him.
A beautiful, sexy hologram. It's a hologram, a beautiful, sexy hologram.
I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
It's deck days at Lowe's, and the savings are stacked. Right now, pros get 15% off all in-stock composite decking from top brands like Trex, TimberTech, and Decorators. Plus, get a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt tool. The deck's stacked in your favor with brands pros trust. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 4/22 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
And Doug.
There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means sitting front row at a comedy show.
Hey everyone, check out this guy and his bird. What is this, your first date?
Oh, no. We help people customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual together. We're married. Me to a human, him to a bird.
Yeah, the bird looks out of your league anyways.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. One time.
That's right. It's party time each and every Sunday night at 7 p.m. on WBOK. It's the Throwback Throwdown with DJ Wick as he brings you the best in old school from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and the early 2Ks. Plus, the party goes to another level at 9 p.m. with the Throwback Throwdown Party Mix to round out the night. It's the Throwback Throwdown Sunday nights at 7 p.m. on WBOK and on the World Wide Web at WBOK1230.com.
City Park is where to go when you don't know where to go. Turn towards the city center and start walking. Before long, you'll end up where you belong, at the heart of the city, New Orleans City Park. Stroll along the reeded marsh, wander through the sculpture garden, rest and recharge beneath ancient oak trees. This is where your spirit goes to grow. It's in our nature to yearn for nature. NewOrleansCityPark.org, heart of the city.
A careless driver can change your life in an instant. Do you know what to do or who to call? If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident and do not have an attorney, call Auto Accident Help Desk for a free consultation. We can answer all of your questions and estimate the potential value of your case. Call Auto Accident Help Desk and connect with an expert personal injury attorney.
Call 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524.
Don't worry how to handle your medical bills, lost wages, and pain. We will get you the money you deserve.
They got me way more than the insurance company offered.
The consultation is free, and you do not pay any legal fees unless we win or settle your case. Make the smart call. If you've been injured in an auto accident, call Auto Accident Help Desk for a free legal consultation.
Call 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What you want to be talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and bringing us back with a little bit of Love Supreme with Miss Shantae Moore is Derek Bro. Listen, that one sent me. It really sent me into another space. First of all, Shantae Moore follows me. That makes me very happy. And if you follow us, you know that we met her again last year at Essence. And I think a year before that, we had been at an event. I want to say it was a rooftop experience with Ashe. She was the headlining artist. So yeah, that's my girl. And Love Supreme is, that was a great album. That was a great album. So I think, did we play the movie clip or we have another one to play? Because I know Josh, and then Cam, Josh, and Cam. That's on the answer. So are we on clip number 4, right? Have we played it yet? Oh, okay. Well, we're getting that one ready. But in the meantime, I wanted to let you guys know with I can't even say why SAG or why, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to say this, but y'all stupid governor, he posted this 2 hours ago. He said, in light of Amendment 3 falling short, I want to make it very clear, if our teachers don't get a permanent raise this year, nobody in state government gets a pay raise. I mean, nobody. Cry about it. Shut up. We do not care. And I want to say thank you to the gentleman who commented and said, we don't need an amendment to give them a raise, but you need an amendment to change laws and move money around. Give them a raise without any strings attached, and it wouldn't be an issue. Which right there is the thing. That's the thing. We knew what you were planning to do with trying to give us one versus the other. And then long term, we still were going to lose. So yeah, go to hell, Jeff. Like, for real. You mad for another go round? People decided not to vote for what you put in front of them because they knew it was trash, and you mad about it? Go cry about it. Go cry about it. Go grow taller. I don't know. Yeah. Shut up talking to me about that. Go cry about it. And I hope the people continue doing that. And I hope that more people continue to sign that recall. And then once that has been set in motion, then we can vote to get your weird, short, messy, mean, I have other words, self up out of there. Go away. Go back into obscurity, and also, in addition to that, let's not forget that where you got your start in law school, where they accepted you, was at Southern University Law Center. That's where you went first, because you couldn't get in anywhere else. And again, a note to black people: stop letting these white people come in our spaces. Period. Hard stop. Let's do better. Just because they can sing or dance or do something that is entertaining, that does not mean they're one of us. That does not mean they mean the best for us. And those of you who just have to invite people because they're your little pet inside our community, you're going to stop getting invited to places too. Like, for real, let's do better. Let us do better. The number here is 504-582-9422. We got that next movie clip ready? All right. And here's clip number 4. Y'all doing pretty good. Y'all got the theme, so now we're on the movies. Oh, it's coming. But yeah, we got to stop letting people come into our spaces just because they do something that looks like a task or a thing that we do. We got to stop doing that. Oh, look, they can sing. Oh, look, they can dance. So, good for them. Good for them. Here we go.
I tell you what I think. Black folk life ain't worth nothing. One day black folk ain't gonna take that no more.
504-582-9422 is the number here. Hello, Elwin.
Hey, Kim, I
Yes.
wanted to ask you one more question.
Okay.
It came to mind. Look, didn't Liz Murrow wanted to execute that cop who killed those people at the pizza parlor? She wanted to execute her.
I don't know. Let's see.
I did hear about that. Yeah, I did hear about that.
I'm looking for
While we at it,
let's see.
while we at,
Oh,
while
so
we at
she
it,
wants to restart capital punishment and also expedite the state's death row backing. So she wants that to come back. She wants executions to return. So I don't know if she wanted somebody in specifics to be executed, but no, she definitely wants the ability to start killing people again.
Well, the thing is, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I hope it doesn't.
And here's the thing: that cop is old now. They might as well let her live her life out. You know, a friend of mine, well, a guy, I was sitting in the office, sitting in somewhere, I can't remember, but a guy walked up to me and told me, the cop daddy raped her.
Say again?
The cop that she wanted to kill, what's her name? Who's on death row?
Antoinette.
Yeah. Her daddy raped her.
Antoinette. I know who you're talking about because who?
Yeah, Antoinette
Frank. Mm-hmm. Who could forget that, man? That is insane. I remember that.
Okay, but it was her daddy who, let me see, what was his name? Trying to think of his name right away. Singleton. Singleton got her that job. Whatever happened to Singleton?
Which Singleton?
I know his name was Singleton. I can't think of his first name. He got her that job because he knew her dad. I wouldn't say Ron Singleton, but I can't think of his name. Maybe somebody in the audience would tell you. But she wanted to. She was bringing it back so she can kill her. And I think if she lived out, if she did that, I say let her live her life out. I mean, she did some. Well, I wouldn't say she shouldn't have been the only one that got killed. The only one should get killed. I think her partner should go too.
You talking about Lynn Davis?
Lynn Davis. I think he was involved with that too. So, if you're gonna kill one, kill both of them.
Agreed.
Am I right?
Yeah, I'm with you, but also none of us have the authority to be taking people's lives.
No,
we're not God, and based on what I know is we're not supposed to kill.
Right. I mean, that's in every religion, right?
I don't know about every religion, but I know in what people are always trying to impress upon us is that in Christianity, you're not supposed to kill. That's what the Bible says, right? That is a commandment.
That's right. Thou shalt not kill.
So I don't know, Elwin. I don't. Who gives us the authority to do that?
The law. And you know how the law is, so I don't have to speak to you about the law. But I did hear about that with Liz Murrow.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we need to get rid of her too.
We're
getting rid of the governor.
I hope soon.
And so they should bring back. I mean, they should do a repetition on her too.
Oh, there is there is a petition that's out for her as well.
Oh, there is?
Uh-huh.
I'll be glad to sign it.
Yeah. They're definitely working on that. They're trying. Everybody gotta go. Everybody gotta go. everybody.
I agree with you on that.
If you're not doing what you need to do for everybody, and that's really what the quest is, that you are fair to people. But if you're not doing that, bye.
I mean, he's not being fair to Duncan. He's not being fair at all. He's being racist, and that's what he is.
Yeah, but people keep trying to say he's not racist. Well, where is he not?
He's following Trump. So, and we know what Trump is.
Yep.
Well, all right. You have a great day.
All right, you too, Elwin. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kim.
Bye, Elwin. You're listening to The Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long.
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
Muggy and warm with daily rain chances this week. For today, mostly cloudy, highs 85 to 88. A spotty shower is possible as we get to the afternoon. Most of us, though, may end up staying dry. Then for tonight, lows fall 72 to 78. For your Tuesday, another mostly cloudy day with highs 85 to 88. Another chance of a spotty shower. Rain chances ramp up Wednesday into the weekend. From the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
It's Off the Top with Norman Robinson on WBOK 1230 AM.
City leaders in New Orleans find themselves at the center of a political circus conducted by Governor Jeff Landry, State Attorney General Liz Murrill, and the supermajority GOP state legislature. State leaders approved and passed a law now called Act 15, which abolished the criminal district court clerk office in New Orleans. The duties were transferred to the clerk of civil district court. The law created a merged or unified clerk office, and that's a big problem for Calvin Duncan, the recently elected clerk of criminal court, who is now out of a job. Entering the center ring of this political circus, the New Orleans City Council, at least a 5-member majority, all but Councilwoman Leslie Harris and Councilman Eugene Green, decided that Act 15, in fact, creates a new office, one that didn't exist and one for which there was no election. Can you believe that? Civil District Court Clerk Chelsea Napoleon has become collateral damage in this political circus warfare, and she could be tossed out of her job. To solve this apparent conundrum, the council passed a resolution to call a special election and appoint an interim clerk. Napoleon accused the council of violating the law, and some legal experts agree with Napoleon, arguing that Act 15 does not create a new office. It simply abolishes the office of criminal district court clerk and transfers the duties and responsibilities of that office to the clerk of civil district court. Napoleon says emphatically she is perfectly capable of managing the functions of both civil and criminal court. She's filed suit to keep her job. And just when we thought things couldn't get more crazy and confusing, State Attorney General Liz Murrill has threatened to fire Mayor Helena Moreno and city council members for appointing an interim clerk and calling for a special election. Mayor Helena Moreno fired back, telling Murrill that she will not be intimidated and will not back down from a fight. You know, it seems to me that city leaders would be much better off letting cooler heads prevail, working together to come up with a compromise that would be a win-win for local government. And if you ask me, you're fighting each other and losing sight of the real enemies, those in Baton Rouge who created this mess in the first place. This is Norman Robinson off the top.
On Auto Trends with JeffCars.com, here's a snippet of some of what we cover. GPS pioneer Gladys West.
We worked long hours computing trajectory orbits and satellite orbits, trying to get the data and everything correct enough.
Auto analyst Mark Bland.
14 new vehicle deals that happen in this country out of every 100 that women don't have a fingerprint on.
To tune in, check out Auto Trends with JeffCars.com, Saturdays at 4 p.m. on WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about.
Life has a way of shifting priorities, changing needs, and pivoting plans. Home Bank is there for all of them. Their bankers partner with you for every step along the way, from understanding your needs to celebrating your success. Home Bank is invested in the vibrant spirit of our community and in you. So partner with them. Stop on by any banking center in the greater New Orleans area or visit home24bank.com to get started today. Good for business, good for life. Home Bank, a member of the FDIC.
You've got responsibilities, but that doesn't mean your dreams are on hold. At Southern University at New Orleans, our evening and weekend college is designed with your life in mind. Finish your degree. Start a new one. On your time, your degree, your schedule. No excuses, just opportunity. Visit suno.edu and make your next move today.
The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation presents the Louisiana Cajun Zydeco Festival. 2 days of nonstop dancing and rhythmic sounds of Southwest Louisiana, Saturday, March 30th and Sunday, March 31st at the George and Joyce Ween Jazz and Heritage Center. Don't miss musical performances by Big Nathan and the Zydeco Cha-Chas, Chubby Carrier and the Bayou Swamp Band, Donna Angel and the Zydeco Posse, and much more. Doors open at 2 p.m. and music begins at 3. This event is free and open to the public. For more information, visit CajunZydecoFest.com.
Transform your bathroom with the beautiful quality of Bath Planet. As a trusted leader in bathroom renovation, Bath Planet has earned the Good Housekeeping seal, a symbol of quality and consumer confidence for over 100 years. Get half off installation or 18 months with no interest and no payments. Whether it's tub replacement, a shower replacement, or a tub-to-shower conversion, Bath Planet makes your custom bath fast, easy, and affordable. Here's how it works. 1. Call to schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. 2. Our design experts come to you with real samples to customize your dream bath. 3. Our certified installers complete the transformation in as little as 1 day. And right now, for a limited time, you can upgrade your bathroom for 50% off installation or choose 18 months with no interest and no payments. But you need to call now. This special offer is only available by calling 800-981-8177. That's 800-981-8177. Call 800-981-8177 right now before the offer ends.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and on the other side of the glass is Jared. I had a little something that I wanted to share. I have so much content saved up for y'all in the mornings, but then depending on the conversation, I don't get to it all, but I wanted you to hear this particular speaker who had something powerful to say to the graduates of Spelman College, and it's, I think, applicable to all of us. And if you like to hear it, here it go.
Story is the story of a question. It is the question that confronted Sophia and Harriet when they sat down in that basement in 1881. It is the question that has confronted Black women in this country in every generation since. And it is the question that confronts every woman in this arena today. What do you do when the conditions are not in your favor? You build anyway. And I'm not going to stand on this stage today and tell you that the country is fine. The country is not fine. We are not okay. We are in a hard moment in America right now, and pretending otherwise would frankly be an insult to your intelligence and to your future. I believe we are living in another post-Reconstruction moment. During your 4 years on this campus, you have watched rights you assumed were settled get rolled back. You have watched diversity, equity, and inclusion be branded a threat, defunded, dismantled, even mocked. And so the same question stands. What do you do when the conditions are not in your favor? It is the same answer. You build anyway.
All right, there we go. So I wanted to make sure that you guys got to hear it, but if you did, that was Simone Sanders Townsend. She is a whole lot of different things. A political analyst. She is published all of those different things, and she was a commencement speaker at Spelman College, and we still got building to do. We also need to shore up our ranks, and we also need to make sure that this invite everybody to the cookout stuff stops. Like immediately. Show and prove. If they don't act like an ally in public, they're not your ally. In public and in private, everywhere, they need to show up as allies. And just because, again, they can sing, they can do that dance that we think is very entertaining, that does not mean that we are on board with us, because we made everybody else rich but ourselves. Again, it's time. It's time. But I want to thank you all for chilling with me for the last 3 hours and giving us 3 hours of your life that you will never get back. I want to say thank you for joining in on the conversation and the discourse, because there's so much more to have. Remember to practice random acts of kindness and do something nice for somebody else, because it's a nice thing to do. Don't forget to take care of yourselves and each other. And I'm going to see y'all on the flip.